If you guys are looking for a place to get some reliable Ultimate Team coins, be sure to check the link in the description below to cointraders.co and use code LEGACY for 5% off of your purchase. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another NHL 19 franchise mode sim dealing with the trade deadline. You guys seem to enjoy the video we did yesterday with the Columbus Blue Jackets, so we're going to do that today with the Nashville Predators. If you did not see the video, what we went out and did is we went out there and made all the trade deadline trades for the Blue Jackets during the trade deadline, and then we went out there and finished simming up the entire season after making those trades at the deadline to see how they would perform in the remainder of the season and in the playoffs. And that's what we're going to do today with the Nashville Predators. We're going to try to make the same trades. One thing I do have to check real quick is the lines for the Predators. I do think EA has a roster update in there with Brian Boyle, and they do. So what we're going to do, and McLeod and Boyle. So what we're going to have to do, I guess, is take these guys out, we'll just bench them, and then come, what is it, February 6th-ish, I think. That's when we're going to have to go out there and put these guys back in the lineup. Clearly, I'm going to have to call somebody up from the AHL. We'll just bring Bonino up there, that should do. But that is what the Predators lineup is looking like. Like I said, once we get to about, what is it? I think it's February 6th, if I'm not mistaken. We've seen the McLeod, we've seen the Brian Boyle trades made for the Predators once we get to February 6th. So that's when we'll update those players. And obviously for the trade deadline players, we'll update those as well when the date comes. Right now, though, this is what the Nashville Predators are looking like. Not a bad team to be working with right now. A very solid team, to be quite fair. And they went out there and they made their team just that much better. Some of the trades, I can't believe they pulled them off. I'm impressed. They did a very good job at the trade deadline. But for now, we're going to sim all the way up to February 6th. When we get to February 6th, I'll catch you guys back here. We'll put those players on the lineup, and then we'll go ahead and continue our sim until the trade deadline. Alrighty, so we have made it to February 6th. Not a very pleasant season so far out of the Predators. 25, 23, and 7. Expected a little bit better than that out of them, to be quite honest. But they'll turn it around. They're a good team. Out of the playoffs right now, you definitely do not want to see that. But we will go ahead, stick Boyle in there on the fourth line, stick McLeod in there on the fourth line, see if that helps the team out a little bit there. We'll continue our sim here in a second. Like I said, we are, what was we in? Was it 5th? I think it was 5th. 1, 2, yeah, 5th place currently in the division. Not where you want to be, but we have plenty of time to go out there, turn things around, and we got some big trade acquisitions coming up here very shortly once we get done playing these Edmonton Oilers. All it takes is one little win streak too, and once you get that win streak, win 8 or 9 in a row, all of a sudden you're looking pretty good. And we're starting to see them pick up them wins right now. What do we got? About 5 wins in a row, 6 wins in a row, and all of a sudden they're looking pretty good. 31, 26, and 7. You can't go wrong with that. We'll go over here and we'll make these trades, some big trades too to be made. I'm still trying to figure this one out. Granlund for Fiala. It's blowing my mind every time I look at it. How much does he have time left on? I guess he's 22 and he's 1 year. Is he still arbitration eligible? Maybe they think, oh, we can keep him longer than Granlund. But Granlund even has 2 years left on his contract. A playoff team in the Minnesota Wild, and they're trading the Wild. I don't know. Oh, of course you're going to reject that. I don't know why I thought that was going to work. Of course you're going to reject it. That was a very lopsided trade. We're going to have to expedite a lot of these draft picks. I don't know if we're even going to be able to pull this off with one draft pick. Knowing the way EA likes to do trades, they're going to say no. Yeah, they did say no. We're going to throw another draft pick on there. I want to save the first round pick for Simmonds if I can, but for the time being, I might not be able to because I went to look at this though. This is what EA thinks about your Fiala for Granlund trade Minnesota. They won't even take a first and 2 seconds for Granlund, man. Actually, they did. I had to bring it up, but they wouldn't take a first and 1 second. It blows my mind. I guess that shows you EA thought you did wrong there, Minnesota, but we'll see how it turns out. We have a lot of season left. Maybe it turns out and works for him. New scenery for Fiala. Maybe he plays well. You really never know, but Wayne Simmonds, a little bit different. They was expecting to trade him. He only has 1 year left on the contract. They're not looking like much of a playoff team. They're like, yeah, we can make this work. So they took Simmonds and they threw on, what was it, Hartman and a conditional 4th round pick. So we're going to have to throw on Hartman if I can find him. Where you at, Hardy Bear? There you are, way down there. Way down there. You are definitely not falling for that one, are you, Philly? We're going to have to throw way more on there than a 4th round pick. We'll throw on Edmonton's first, just like we did in the Blue Jackets when we threw on that 1st round pick to make these trades a little bit easier. And I would assume they'll take the first. I guess for a good time, we will see what the 4th round draft pick looks like, just to get a little comparison here. And obviously, the bar is nowhere close to relevant on size, so they're not going to take that. Because, again, I said they're trying to get rid of Simmonds. Everybody knew it. It's not like he was on some 6-year contract or something. We're just throwing the 1st round draft pick for a good time. Complete trade. Thank you very much. That should do it. I am not going to make the trades for the smaller guys, the 74, the 75 overalls. Baptiste was in there. A couple guys' names I'm not even going to try to pronounce got traded. We're going to leave those guys out because they aren't going to affect the roster. So hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Granlund, first line center body. I like it. Look at the upgrades. Granlund and Simmonds for Hartman, Fiala, and a conditional fourth. What a trade deadline for the Nashville Predators. The only thing is, I don't know where they're going to put Granlund. From my understanding, he got traded while his wife was in labor. So that's definitely a little bit inconvenient. Maybe they put him on a second line with Simmonds. They don't mess with the Johansson, Arvidsson, Forsberg line. That's where we're going to put him, or should we not? I don't really know. I think it'll work either way. We'll leave Johansson. We'll leave the first line. For whatever reason, when I see all these trades, I feel like teams want to leave their first line the same. I don't know, they just, they've played most of the season together. It just makes sense. They picked up Wayne Simmonds as well, so he can go out there and play with Granlund. Got him somebody out there on the wing to help him out. The team's looking pretty nice now. I can't believe they got both of those trades. So I'm still looking at it like, oof. The things the Blue Jackets gave up for some of these guys. And you guys, dang, Granlund. Granlund for Fiala. Simmonds for a fourth. I know they got Hartman too, but dang. We'll see how this works out for the Nashville Predators. They are still smoking hot right now. Finally picked up a loss. That was about 3 weeks without a loss for the Predators. That's what I said, though. It's all it takes is one little hot streak, and you're right back in the thick of things. The thing is, we have to stay hot because we only have 37 wins. It's still 38 wins now, but we're still right around 90 points. And we need more than that to make playoffs. And there's another big win against the Jets. A loss against those Minnesota Wild. I guess it wasn't too much of a homecoming for Granlund, especially since it was on the road. Well, home now, I should say, but you know what I mean. Not a home game back in the day. 40 wins, 9 losses. We are not going to make playoffs with this team. We are not going to make it. 89 points. Oh, we just squeaked in. Man, I thought we did that whole sim. I was like, wow. We didn't make playoffs, now do we do? Because the Predators are making playoffs. Like, let's be clear there in real life. They're making playoffs. They got lucky. They benefited from a rather weak conference in general. It looks like Pacific. I want to look at the Western Conference. Because 89 points, that's been the conference so far. Yeah, 86 was 9th. That's been their conference, though. Those teams, what is there, 60 points, 63 points? There's teams in playoffs right now. It's hard to believe. So definitely benefiting from the weaker Pacific right now are the Nashville Predators. Forsberg had 71 points for the team. 62 out of Johansson, 61 out of Arvidsson. Kyle Turris had 56, 50 out of Subban. Craig Smith had 49. So did Simmonds, 49 for Granlund as well. Granlund, he's not been performing the way they'd like him to, I guess. Maybe it's a second line thing. I could mess with it. Like I said, I don't really want to mess with it. I don't know. You can go either way. I can see people making a debate. If you're a diehard Predator fan, you probably know exactly where he's going. I apologize for that. But for the sake of this video, we are going to just, stick him on a second line. Hopefully that's not affecting him too much. We're going to go jump into these playoffs, see who we're playing in the first round. I did not pay attention. I think we have the Dallas Stars. So it could be a tough first round. Dallas is making moves too to try to be better come playoffs. We'll see if this is the year for them. They've been looking to make a deep run for a while. They're going to lose game number 1, 2-1 to the Nashville Predators. Game number 2 is going to be in Dallas. If we can take both in Dallas and we do a big shutout, Pekka is playing lights out. A 2-0 series lead going back home. You definitely love to see it. Let's see if we can pick up a third win. No, we're going to lose at home. We're going to get shut out at home. Come on, boys. Nashville is a tough place to play, EA. Come on. You got to give them the home wins. You can't win in Nashville. I mean, come on. They lost both games in Nashville. They're going to go back to Dallas. That is not what you expect. When you have a 2-0 series lead going back home, things are normally looking pretty good, unless you're the Blue Jackets playing the Capitals, which then you expect to lose. But for anybody else, things are normally going pretty good. Game 5 is a win, 4-1, so we're just going to keep taking turns losing at home and winning on the road, I guess. Game 6 is back at home. We'll see if the trend continues here or if we're going to lose. And we are indeed going to lose in overtime, 3-2. We're going to a game number 7 in Dallas. Another team very active at the trade deadline, and EA's not having any of it. They could possibly get bounced in the first round as well. That was some big acquisitions. They didn't give up too much, though, to be fair. And the first period is over with. We have Turris, and we have Niskanen with 2 goals over here. With a goal apiece over here going into the second period. Another goal for the Predators. It is Craig Smith. A much-needed goal. Now all they have to do is hold them off in the third period, and it's not going to happen. They're going to go into power play. They're going to give up a goal to the Dallas Stars and Richie off of Pekka Rinne. We got a power play ourselves, though. Nashville, 5-on-4. We got a little bit of time here. See if we can put a puck in the back of the net, get the lead right back, and we cannot. A big power play and a big penalty kill for the Dallas Stars. There's about 14 minutes left in the game. It is looking like all Nashville. There is a power play for Dallas. Once again, keep them out of the back of the net. A big kill, hopefully a momentum swing. Nashville can go over here and make some moves now. Big shot up there high at the point. Nothing doing, keeping everything on the left side. I had to bring it up. Tyler Seguin's like, we'll take a shot from the right circle here. Nothing going though. We're about to go into overtime. There's 4 minutes left, and it looks like we are not going to be seeing too much more goal scoring. We're going to go into overtime. Next goal wins. Who's going home early? Who's advancing to the second round? We're going to find out very shortly. Very, very shortly. Forsberg shot, Hansel shot, Subban with the shot, power play, Dallas Stars, point blank range save by Pekka Rinne, back-to-back shots by Tyler Seguin, just stonewalling them. Some huge saves, keeping them in this game. Nashville's got to come back and win this one now. Pekka Rinne is just playing lights out. Look at this guy. He's just making save after save after save. High opportunity scoring chances for the Dallas Stars. Pekka Rinne is standing on his head. Nashville just can't get a goal himself. Don't discredit Ben Bishop. He's been playing very well himself. We're about to go into a second overtime, it looks like. If we could not see a puck hit the back of the net, a very, very high shot way up there. Clear at the top of the blue line. I got nothing, though. A second overtime is coming. If Nashville does not win this one after the way Pekka Rinne played in that first overtime, I really don't know what to say. That was a very impressive period by Pekka Rinne. And there she is. It is a goal. Point blank range save, and then it must have been a rebound goal. Nope, way up at the point. Ham Hughes with the goal. The Nashville Predators are going to advance to the second round. That was a close one. 53 shots to 42. 16 shots, though, in that overtime period. Pekka Rinne is just unbelievable. He is the sole reason we just went out there and won that game going into that overtime right there. If it wasn't for him, I don't think we go far, but the Colorado Avalanche are going to go far. At least the second round as far as we're concerned. Game number 1 is in Colorado. That is the thing with us being only at 89 points. We do play pretty much on the road the entire playoffs, and unless something drastic happens and somehow we magically squeak a home game in there as an 8 seed in the first 2 games, which I don't see happening, which is fine because we have been playing very well on the road. We are 5-0 right now on the road, so not a big deal for Nashville as far as we're concerned. 6-0 on the road, back-to-back shutouts, back-to-back, looks like DNF wins, just 3-0 wins. We're going back home. Can we please pick up our first home playoff win of the series, though? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. 3 straight wins for the Predators. Come on, let's get 2 wins. Let's get 2 road or home wins. Take care of business. The 4-game sweep of the Colorado Avalanche. Things are cooking in Nashville right now, boys. Took down the number 1 seed. Took down the Avalanche. Who do we got in the conference finals? Conference finals might be taking a little bit longer than I expected to finish because we did finish the game in 4 games. They're probably playing about 7. It's the Vegas Golden Knights. Once again, the Vegas Golden Knights are fighting for another Stanley Cup berth in back-to-back years. They're going to lose game number 1, 7-1. You can't beat the Predators on the road right now. Undefeated on the road in conference finals, going back home, and they're going to win again. They have a chance of pulling off the 4-game sweep of the Vegas Golden Knights. One last game. They got 4 games to win 1 to make it to the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's see what happens right after the Central Scout rankings. An overtime win, 5-4, back-to-back sweeps for the Nashville Predators, who have still not lost a game on the road. If you can go all players without losing a road game, you're in pretty good shape. And I had to bring it up as we play the Tampa Bay Lightning. You're not winning in their house, not with that team. Our first loss on the road of the playoffs. Let's see if we can get back on track, though. Pick up a win in the second game. We cannot. Tampa Bay's taking care of business, fellas. This is a little intimidating. Tampa Bay's tough. Tampa Bay is a tough team. To see that even EA's like, look at these guys. Playoff bound every single time. Every sim we do, Tampa Bay seems to always be here. But we picked up a win in game 3. Can we win game number 4? We have to win at home. We do win at home in overtime, 2-1. We still have a fighting chance. I'm over here throwing a towel in. Nashville's playing tough. No reason to throw the towel in. Can win any game, any given night, but we just lost game 5 in Tampa Bay. Again, I jinxed us. Jinxed us really hard. Was talking about how we was going to go out there and haven't lost the road game all playoffs. Then we lose 3 in a row. And then the Predators are going to take a 1-0 lead in Nashville. Steven Stamkos, you know he's a stud. That's what he does. 1-1 now after 2. Roman Josi, nice goal by Josi. Way up there in the play, but it worked for him. Period number 3, though. It's do or die for Nashville. Either they go out there, they score in the 3rd, and they do score in the 3rd or they're going home, and they did just what they needed to do. Kyle Turris. Now they got to hold off the Lightning. Not an easy task by any means, and there it is right away. Coming right back is JT Miller, and it is once again a tie ball game. Come on, Nashville. We got 4 minutes left. I know you guys are tough in overtime. I know Pekka Rinne likes to get a little clutch in overtime, but we would like a non-overtime. That didn't happen. A point-blank range save. Pekka Rinne is just doing what he does best right now. I'm telling you, we hit playoffs, we hit overtime, and Pekka Rinne just don't care. He's like, you're not scoring. It's not happening. Should I knock on some wood for that one? Probably, but we're not going to do it. We're feeling good. Point-blank range save by Vasilevsky from Wayne Simmonds. Was it Wayne Simmonds? I think it may have not been Wayne Simmonds, but regardless, look at Pekka Rinne. He's just stonewalling guys in the crease right now. You guys got to bail him out. I mean, granted, they only have 4 shots. You guys got to bail out Pekka. You just got to do it. As of right now, though, it looks like we're heading into a second double overtime for the Nashville Predators. Last time they went to a double overtime, good things happened. We'll see if they can continue that this time around, or if things are going to get ugly. Things are going to get ugly. Early in the second overtime, it was our good friend JT Miller continuing to do damage. The Nashville Predators are going to lose to the Tampa Bay Lightning in game number 6 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Not a bad run for the Predators, though. Game 6 of the Finals. I know they would have liked to see the Cup. This might have felt like the year, but still, you can't be upset about the season they did have going into the Stanley Cup Finals. Otherwise, though, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.